My job, my primary function, is to create a balance and avoid a war.
Before we dive into season 3 of Mayor of Kingstown, Jeremy, how are you doing?
Now I'm doing great. Yeah, we have a lot of pride that we got through this season, and I'm stronger and better because of it. Getting to work on the show is part of my recovery, like getting back into the world and just doing life stuff. It's been great, and a little touch and go at first, but now I'm much stronger, and feeling pretty great.
Season 3 starts with a bang, literally a bang.
Yeah.
What's in store for Mike McLusky this season?
We got new baddies coming in from Russians, and we got a really good one coming in from the Aryan Brotherhood, and then I think there's what changes is because things do have to change, because I think we're all realizing that the work of the mayor is futile, and that he's just treading water and he's not really making any progress. He's just balancing power, and so he makes some changes in his job, I think, and it's also, I find there's, we start off with the loss of mom too, so there's always this looming sort of, finding ways to grieve. With death, there is rebirth. We have that also, I think, just in the first episode. But then where it takes us, it's I think the stakes are higher. I think the intimacy is more delicate, but I think the explosions are even bigger and the violence is even more violent. I just think it's Mayor of Kingstown 3.0,
I mean, you played Hawkeye for over 10 years in the MCU, but you playing Mike, and we get to see, I mean, this is a guy that started out wanting to go off and learn cooking in Wyoming, and,
Right.
and to see how things have progressed for him. What have you loved about digging into that character?
Yeah, I love the world, right? I always love the basis of who that character is. So with that, it's kind of like having a Ferrari or that's fully gassed up. It's like it doesn't matter where you go as long as you're going, and the road that you take and the journey of it is really the exciting part of it. And Mike is a really, really great character to kind of embody. And I'm always excited to see where it goes. And I also know when someone writes something and it doesn't make sense, like Mike would never do this. I mean, I just know him so well, and know even how he speaks and how he walks, and getting to play characters for so long. Now the third season, it's exciting. And then also what players you get to match up with in the season. It's always special every day.
Going back 3 years, was that a big challenge to go from something where everybody knows you as Hawkeye, and now you're reintroducing yourself almost as something completely different?
I don't look at terms of in that. I just know how. Yeah, I just do. Yeah, that's looking on the outside in. I don't have the ability to do that. I can just do what I can do. I put one foot down and another foot down and start walking, and focus on what I can do in my life and who I can share it with.
Taylor Sheridan, TV fans know him from Yellowstone, 1883, Tulsa King, Mayor of Kingstown. What is it about the world? And you worked with him on Wind River as well, which is such an awesome movie.
Yeah, thanks.
What is it about these worlds that Taylor creates that you love exploring, and these avenues you like going down?
Yeah, well, I think Taylor, just like even in Wind River, in his writing, it's very honest. It's always very emotional and delicate and even romantic, if you will, in some ways. But then with that, on the same side of the coin, it's also very violent and very harsh and stark, and it's like these polar opposites of it. And finding the delicacy in a murder scene or in violence. Or why it even happened. It's poetic, and I think all of his writing, it has that in it, and it's also drama. It's like a truth doesn't exist without a lie, so you got to have all this stuff, and that's where the conflict lies. And the more emotional context to those things, the more we invest as an audience into the character of it. And he also builds really great characters and really great voices for the characters. He's really great at writing stoicism. I don't know. I think it's really beautiful. I think he's really, really poetic in his writing.
What happened to Kingstown?